All right, we're here at Ironman for the SMX Combine. It is the last one of 2025. And give me your full name, who you're wrenching for.
My name's Hayden Ferguson, wrenching for Caden Dudney here.
All right, so I'm gonna try to do this right.
Yep.
Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha, correct?
Bingo.
Boom. All right, so we're gonna work our way from front to back, just like we did with the other bikes. So, how long you been working for Dudney, and actually just in general, how long you been wrenching?
I've been wrenching since Minio's 23.
Okay.
I've been with Dudney since October of 24.
24. It's almost a full year.
I don't know my numbers, yeah.
Almost a full year. All right, so hopes to continue on that relationship into the professional ranks?
Yep, that's the plan.
All right, so you mechanics out there is a dream for you guys. This guy's about to live it. So
yep, stay in school. Play football and baseball, so.
Oh, you're a football baseball guy?
Yep.
What positions?
Pitcher, catcher for baseball, and line for football.
Yeah, O-line?
O-line.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Got
it. All right, let's start from the front. So, do the amateur guys get to pick their front tires? I know we got a couple to choose from with Dunlop. I know the professional guys get to choose. So,
yeah,
what's Dudney like?
He likes the new Dunlop factory spec amateur tire. We get to choose between that, the production 34, and a couple other things that Dunlop makes that are production tires.
Okay, and we're on a grate this weekend, of course, just like all the professional guys.
Yep.
You're on a Works Connection Pro Launch device.
Yep.
What's the setting that you guys run from grate to dirt starts?
To be honest, we haven't done any dirt starts with Caden because we did SMX next for the Futures for Supercross. So we were great there. We're staying at 170 pretty much.
170, okay. Usually everyone's like 150 to 160, so when 170 you got all that traction.
Yep.
What these are, of course, these are reinforcements, because since it is so low, it has a tendency to rip that thing right out of there. So all that does just give a little bit of reinforcement, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Strap it in, make sure she doesn't fly off.
And give us the wheel setup here. What are we on?
DID STX.
Okay. Tight hubs.
LTX.
STX or LTX? Oh, LTX. There we go.
LTX, there it is. Yep, tight hubs.
All right, and this beautiful light speed carbon. Are we on a stock disc, oversized? What's the spec here?
Oversized disc.
Oversized disc. Braking oversized, and stock brake line?
Yep. Keep it simple.
That's right. Striker front number, and we're on X-Trig rocks, and we're on a stock offset, just 22 millimeter.
Yep.
Okay, 22 millimeter offset. PHDS mounts, a little bit more comfort up here. Now, they chose handguards, or they have to run handguards?
He chose them.
Handguards, wow. So
I'm thrilled.
my kid, for some reason, likes handguards too, and I just don't understand it, but...
Yeah, kids think it looks cool.
Yeah. All right, give us his cockpit setup. What's he on for bars, and what's his bar spec?
Okay, so we're on a Pro Taper Carmichael ACF, the normal Carmichael, plus or minus 0. Pro Taper half waffle, gray grip. He likes that for the softness. And we were on full waffles for a little bit, but
Really?
yep, yeah, he was having some man hands. And then
Trying to do the Tomac thing.
Yeah, big Tomac guy. So now we're back on the half waffles. A little bit less wear and tear on the hands.
And then a G2 throttle.
Yep, G2 throttle body or throttle tube. Sorry.
And then as far as the cam, are we on a stock cam? Do we know much?
Stock cam.
Stock cam.
Yep.
All right, so FMF muffler, and then as far as an amateur, don't know how much you can get into it, but an amateur engine spec, both Wood and him is on the same engine spec. A little bit different, maybe some mapping.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit different if somebody wants a little bit something else.
And what they're on, guys, just so you guys know, basically just a GYTR head setup. As far as piston and cam as well, just
I have no idea.
No idea. All right, here we go. So GYTR head, probably most likely high compression piston and a cam, but basically things that you guys can buy just at your local Yamaha dealer. This is a piece that, I don't want to say it doesn't do anything, but also it looks pretty nice. The GYTR ignition cover. Is he picky with his cockpit setup?
He bounces around, depends on how he wakes up that morning.
Okay.
Usually not too bad, but some days he just wants to move a lever down and then move it back up. So.
Is he the type of guy that you put his handlebars on and then you think you have it set right and then he comes and twiddles it and messes with it?
Honestly, no. I like to think it's because I get it dead on every time, but he's usually not too picky about that.
And tell us about the Steg Pec setup. So when did he start running these?
Last week.
Last week.
last week.
Okay. What inspired this?
I don't know. I don't know.
He decided to wake up one day and that's what we're doing.
Yep. He said, you know what I want to try? Stag pegs.
And he likes it.
And he likes it. Yep.
Is there a specific setting that you guys had to go through, or is you put them on and that's what he ran?
No, just put him on and that's what he likes.
Okay. And as far as suspension setup, you guys are running Enzo.
Yep.
How many reiterations has he gone through? Is he a softer kind of guy? Does he like his stuff stiff?
He likes it pretty stiff, I like to say. We were on air fork for a bit, but he went to the spring fork and he likes that kind of comfortable feel that it has.
So air fork, maybe a little bit more hold up, spring has a little bit more front tire contact?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. They're running twin air mesh louvers, obviously light speed carbon discs, carbon frame guards here, skid plate, GYTR clevis, and you guys are on a Recluse.
Yep.
Is it just it's not an auto clutch, but just a manual standard torque drive?
Yep, manual torque drive.
If you guys are wondering, the spec here is about, I would say 2 mil. 1 mil. I was off. Damn it.
Pretty close.
Usually I'm pretty good at that. And then sag setting. Is he a low guy? Does he like his rear end high? Where are we at on the sag?
He likes it pretty low. He likes to have some of the squat coming out to help drive him out of the turns. He kind of...
Are we a 105 spec guy? Or
I don't know the numbers.
Okay.
I just know that sometimes they go lower and he likes it. So.
There you go. And then obviously kite hubs, a light speed reservoir guard. We won't talk about the spec from the pivot bolt to that because I'm sure that'll piss someone off, so we won't do that. But what about gearing? We can talk about gearing. What are we on for gearing? Come on, man. I know you know this. Let's go.
Yeah.
What we got? 13 what? What are we on for gearing spec?
1453.
1453. That's right. So it's a little bit of a different spec than stock. And what's crazy, if you guys are wondering, amateurs get blue plates, pros get black plates in the front. That's just something I figured out here recently. Designated
Might be
amateur.
on one of those black plates soon.
Yeah, we're about to ready to switch it up. So we're racing the last 2 is what I heard.
That's the word on the street.
Okay, so we're here for the combine. This is probably his last amateur race, and we're going to move on to the pros. And then a 34 rear.
The amateur spec rear is what I have on for now. I think tomorrow for practice, and probably all the way through first moto will probably be on the 14th.
Okay.
But he really, really, really likes the 34.
So he prefers that over the scoop.
Yeah, yeah. Especially for track field, but it's just, you know how it is nowadays. Like everybody needs it for the start. So
We were talking to Timmerman, and he prefers the 34 over the scoop as well. He can't stand the scoop.
Yep.
So.
Yep, that's about where we're at.
Seat hump, just a bar pad. What is this inside here?
Bar pad. Took some time on the belt sander and grinded her down. We're at 285.
285.
Yep.
So it has nothing to do with the pleat count.
Nope.
It's just the measurement from here to here.
Yep.
Okay. This is pretty unique. You got a bolt that goes right into here.
Yeah, just to keep that from falling off.
And then as far as like offset foot peg mounts, he's on a stock offset. We're just on open cleat design pegs.
He's on an open cleat peg, back 10 with a 23 mount.
Back 10 with the 23 mount. So that's pretty cool.
A little different. Get him back and down a little bit.
Little back. So I'm basically the same thing. I'm -5.
Yep.
And you guys are just on a stock shifter. Pretty
Yep. Flush.
flush. You guys take off that guard and just use this piece right here.
Yep.
But the foam in there is to prevent from. So you guys prefer the foam over the little covers? Have you guys tried the little boot covers that go over them?
I personally haven't. I just like the foam, keep rocks and stuff out, and it stays pretty light.
One thing that you're most proud of on this build, because I mean you see this bike all the time, every day. There's something that you really like on your bike.
Well, if I'm going as far as making it look a little different, I hate them, but as much as I hate them, I love them. The steg pegs.
Okay.
Because
it seems to be gaining some traction.
They kick my ass. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
So they're a pain in the ass to put on?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I can concur because I put some on mine and I thought it was just me being a novice mechanic. But since you're a professional, I'll say they are. So you got anchor grip.
Yep.
Frame, and then also you guys, no vented number plate from Anchor this weekend.
Not this weekend.
That's just for
We're gonna
pros,
stay
or
solid.
is that amateurs get that as well?
We get it as well, but just for this weekend, I think we're going to try to stay solid.
Okay. And for me, if you guys just wonder, me just feeling around here, front brake's pretty normal, unlike Enzo's brake, where his front brake lever is in pretty close to the handlebar. They are still on cable clutches. What about leverage ratio for lever? Can we talk about that? Do we know that?
Nope.
Leverage ratio for the lever. All right. Leverage ratio. But we on an arc system here.
Yep. Yeah. Does Bob sell different numbers?
Yeah, 20. So I bounced back from 26 and 27.
Yes. Most of our guys are in that same ballpark, 26 to 27.
Okay.
As far as the leverage ratio, some guys, it's all preference at that point.
Right.
26.
26.
26.
Oh, see, you're covering your ass. That's what you're doing. I love it. I like
People
that.
gotta try.
It still is stars.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. I'm treading lightly over here. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate that. But when we're talking about leverage ratio, guys, basically it's just the engagement point of where that lever pushes that bike outward, right? So it depends on how you want your lever to engage, is that lever ratio. And what's cool about ARC, they actually sell that. That's not a special part. That I've actually purchased some levers for myself that they do offer different leverage ratio systems, so that is available. All right, moving over here real quick, we're gonna bother you. We were trying to get your Lorettas, but you look busy.
Oh,
Didn't want to bother you. Give us your name and Carson Wood. So what's your name?
Yeah, I'm Talon Christie. I wrench for Carson Wood. And yeah, we had a little bit of a rough one at Loretta's. How to get to do this.
We ended it well, though.
Yeah,
we got it
done in the end.
We ended it well. So you listen to our spiel over here. So anything different Carson has, obviously maybe bar setup or anything that's different between Dudney's bike?
Yeah, pretty much to the same bike, I'd say. We just have little smaller things like bar setup. We're on the Carmichael ACF bend also, but we cut them 8 mil on each side.
8 mil on each side.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We're zeroed out on height wise, and yeah, so we run same setup mainly just besides grips. We have the white half waffle.
Yep.
A little bit pillowy, I'd say, but he likes it soft.
So we're for you guys out there, Carmichael ACF Pro Tip, a pretty low flat bend, cutting them 16 mil. That's pretty big. Obviously, when you guys, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, G2, you do have to cut 1/2 inch off the side because it's a bearing, or are we not using the bearing throttle tube?
I'm not sure about that.
Look at these guys are professionals, dude. They know who they work for. They're not gonna tell me much. Seat bump in a different area than Dudney's?
Yeah, so I like a little bit more forward. We were, shit, I don't remember how far forward it was exactly, but we were at least right behind this first rib to start out with.
Okay.
We're slowly moving back. But once we get on Supercross a little bit more, I think we're gonna slowly move back even more.
For whoops.
Yeah, and just seat mounts and shit. But for right now, he likes it where it's at. So.
And then, does he like the scoop?
Yeah, he does. He's a
So
big
he
scoop
prefers
guy.
the scoop.
But Loretta's, we switched to 34 mainly because we were struggling with some starts, but he's mainly a big scoop guy, I'd say.
And then his offset on his pegs a little bit different than Dudney's?
Yeah, we're back 10, up 5, something like that. Back 10, up 5, and then we're on 23 mounts.
So 23 mounts. How tall is Carson?
Shoot, 5'5", 5'4", I don't know.
He's just a little
a
guy.
midget.
Yeah, he's a little guy here. So I would assume he probably up 5 and maybe back.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty. You guys can get adjusted here, and that does make a big difference, especially for you Yamaha guys. I know out of all the cockpits out there, Yamaha is probably one of the most cramped. So opening that up, or like Carson does, you can actually, even he's 5'5", and he still wants to move that thing back, but he's upward to kind of help that transition from standing to sitting, vice versa. So I asked him the same question. I put you on the spot too. One of the things that you're most proud of this motorcycle that you've done?
I'd say probably learning how to build wheels. Like,
Okay.
I like the wheels. I like the blue on blue. As much as people like black hoops, I kind of like the blue on blue, but I just started wrenching last September, so I've kind of struggled with the wheels, but I'm slowly figuring them out. So I'm.
How long does it take you to build one wheel?
A front, maybe a little less, but a rear probably solid, almost 2 hours.
2 hours of patience.
Get it trued and everything.
So you true them yourself, everything?
Yeah.
That's impressive. And then gearing, he's on the same gearing?
Yeah,
spec?
1453.
All right. Again, GYTR heads, that's stuff you guys can buy at home. X-Trig, rocks, clamps. And then they're on a different style. I can see through here, they're on a different style of PHDS, which is like, there's 2 versions out there. And this is more of like the rubber band style versus the one that collapses into the elastomer.
Yes.
So, have you guys tried both, or is it just something that you just...
Just that one because he's very small, and we didn't really try any risers or different mounts. That's kind of the same setup he's been on since he's been on a stock bike, so we haven't really changed the bar setup that much.
And he was on a stock bike for a long time, but you guys chose to start going to the modified.
Yeah,
version.
we were supposed to do stock the whole year, is what they were telling me, but after spring nationals, I'm pretty sure they liked what they saw, so they just sent him full mod.
Bobby gave him the green light. Bobby.
Yep.
All right, and is he as same front tire spec, all that? Is he picky with that at all?
We just started. I mean, we've been on the front spec for a couple months, but we haven't tested any rear specs, so we've just been production rear and spec front.
So spec tire, guys, Dunlop introduced that tire late last year. From what I've told, the sales have been good. So if you guys are looking for a little bit more lean angle, it's a little bit stiffer of a carcass, which you guys were thinking maybe, oh, you're gonna have a softer carcass, a little bit more comfort. It's actually quite the opposite. You actually can push the edge of these tires a little bit more and it'll hold that for you. But to get that, you gotta have a stiffer carcass. So if you guys want some of that, that is available. You can purchase that, a little bit more expensive. But nonetheless, that is something cool that has trickled down from the pros to you guys at home. We're on stock engine mounts, and both of y'all on stock engine mounts.
Yep.
That hasn't changed. And yes, you guys are going to ask me in the comments, these bikes, these amateur bikes are quite a bit different than what you see over there. I mean, I would assume, and I'm just guessing, there's probably a big jump in engine packages between this and that. So it's something for these guys to look forward to when they turn professional racing. I mean, I've heard that before from other kids, hopping on their amateur bikes and going to a pro bike. There's quite a bit of a difference. And but nonetheless, I would say I was at Loretta's and I was listening to this bike go by me. It's throaty, it's meaty, sound really good. To me, it sounds the best out of all the bikes there. So probably to do with that intake that we can't get into, but I'll get in trouble, so we're not going to go there. But yeah, nice pieces, guys. How long you been wrenching, brother? December, you said?
Yeah, September, so not even a full year yet.
So is this something you wanted to do, or is this something like, hey, I was racing on?
I used to race. My brother is actually mechanic on the team for Caden.
Okay.
And then after I quit racing, I got a job on NSA Yamaha, working for McCaden Fitch. And then I went home for Christmas, and I got a call from Jensen to work for Carson, and I said, you know, why not? So I kind of just got thrown in here, but I've been learning a lot from these guys. They teach me a lot. So it's been kind of cool, but yeah, it's an opportunity of a lifetime.
You too, brother?
What?
You raced and then wanted to be a mechanic, or did you always want to be?
Raced. I rode a lot as a kid, but was mainly focused on baseball and football. Was a stick and ball guy, so. Dude,
I'm in. I'm all about football, brother. I'm with you. It's good.
Just got some buddies that rode, and I ended up wanting to go to school for that, so now I'm here.
All right, guys. Iron Man. Watch these two boys. They'll be up near the front, I'm sure. Thank you,
That's the
gentlemen.
plan.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.